Morning folks, and welcome to our latest TV adventure. A little bit of background to this one. It's our daughter's 30th birthday today, and a few weeks ago we were out walking and we were chatting about what she wanted to do for her birthday, and she said she just wanted to go out for a nice walk, and we said, well, you've got to do something a bit different being as it's your 30th. So I'll tell you what, let's go up Snowdon, and that's what we're going to do today. So at the time we'd still got one combustion engine car, and since then, of course, as you probably know, we sold that and bought a Mokka. So today we're going to take the Mokka to Snowdonia, and again, interesting challenge. We've spent a bit of time researching chargers, because as you can imagine, there's not a great deal of charging network in the Snowdonia National Park. So current plan, and we'll see how it goes, is we're going to go via Oswestry. There seems to be a cluster of fast chargers in the Oswestry area, so I think we're reasonably covered there. Just basically going to top the car up to 80% to make sure we've got enough to get us to Snowdon and back. We've also spotted a fast charger actually in Snowdonia National Park at a hotel, so if that's available we'll probably top up while we're there just to be sure. And then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, taking the EV to Snowdonia. We've done north, we went to Harrogate, we've done south to the Isle of Wight, we're going west today, and the video after this one will be going east to the wilds of Norfolk. But today let's get Snowdonia out of the way and make sure we can get back from that one first. Let's see how it goes. Right, made it to Oswestry and Instable saves the day again. We did stop off at an Ecotricity one, and to be honest, not necessarily their fault, but somebody had parked in the charging bay, so it had been iced by a combustion engine car. So fortunately, again, plan was to come to somewhere where there was a cluster of chargers. We dropped into Morrison's, which was the next one, which was Genie Point. Again, one of the parking spots there was filled by a van which wasn't charging, and the other charger wasn't working. And so we've come into the centre of Oswestry, and again, Instavolt, perfect, chargers are great, charging really quickly, and we've just popped to Greg's, grabbed some sausage sandwiches and a coffee, and we'll be ready to move on a little bit further into Snowdonia shortly. Right, so here we are at Llanberis at the Snowdon Mountain Railway. Walk didn't quite go to plan. We were hoping to get up to the summit today, but the weather when we arrived was absolute torrential. We arrived at about 70% on the car, so got plenty to head back towards home, and we'll probably pick a little bit of a charge up just to top up to be sure to get home. But as I say, yeah, the walk didn't quite go to plan. The weather was absolutely appalling. We caught a train up to the halfway point really station. It doesn't go all the way up at the moment because of COVID, and then we had a look to see whether we could get up to the summit, but the visibility was atrocious, as you'll see from the photos, and we decided the safe thing to do was probably just to come back down the path. That's one positive. We should be back at the car in time. In fact, we are back at the car in time to head off home and get home in time for the semi-final of the Euros. So I'll give you some progress updates on charging on the way back. But yeah, so we've got to Snowdonia. We've just got to get back now. Okay, so hopefully last charge of the day, and we're at Betsy Coed. Apologies to any Welsh viewers for my pronunciation. And unfortunately this is going to be, although I'm on BP Polar or BP Pulse, which we're a member for, it's sort of a cheap charge. Unfortunately the downside with charging is the hidden costs that they don't tell you about, such as the Welsh tea that we've got, and the Snowdonia cheese, and of course you can't come to Wales without some Welsh beer. So yeah, it might be a cheap charge, but cost us more in the long run. But we are at 89%, so that should be enough to get us home, and hopefully we'll be home in time for the football. So see how we get on. Here we go. So we're back home literally just in time for the football. Okay, didn't quite go to plan from a Snowdon point of view. We didn't manage to get to the top due to the dreadful weather, but hey ho. Charging wise, yeah, well, we did 253 miles today, and we did two brief top-ups. As you saw, one at Oswestry. I think that one cost us about £5, and then another one at Betsy Coed, which cost us £3. So it's cost us £8 to do 253 miles today, which isn't bad on public charging. So yeah, pretty good. Again, both the charges weren't any inconvenience at all. First one we used to stop and go and get some breakfast, and the second one to do a bit of shopping around Betsy Coed. So yeah, the shopping probably cost us more than anything, but hey ho, we've got some nice products. So there you go. You can go to Wales and you can do it in an EV.